Joe here for another infamous unboxing video. Actually, it's my first unboxing video of this year, 2019. I usually don't do unboxing videos, but this weekend I won't be able to do any wargaming. So the only thing I can do is this unboxing video. So let's see what the game is about. And the game is Glory Recalled. This is a game that I purchased through Kickstarter. This is designed by David Cheng. He's from Hong Kong. The artwork is by Paul Stulfout. And this is a game about the Japanese attack and conquest of Hong Kong in 1941. This is a card-driven game. Here we see the art of the front of the box. The box is pretty substantial. It's very nice. Let's take a look at the back. In the back we see the same artwork and we see a picture of the map. The map is point to point. You see an area here which is the Chinese mainland and then Hong Kong. And we can see a picture of the cards and the units. And that is the box for Glory Recalled. And if you want to see what's inside the box, well, buy your own game. Or stick around because I'm going to open this one right now. So let's take the lid off the box. And the first thing we see is the rule book. And the rule book comes in two languages. This side is the English rules, and if you flip it like this, you have the Chinese rules. Now let's take a look at the English rules. A total of 12 pages of rules. They are in full color. And at page 12, actually, you have some historical information and the credits. Then page 14, there is an image of the player aid card, which we will take a look soon when we pick out the actual player aid card from the box. And here you have the back of the Chinese rules. Now this game, as I stated before, is a card-driven game. The rules are in full color and they explain what the units are. You see that there are Japanese units in bright yellow, and then you got the British units in the tan color. And there's also leaders, as well as fortifications. There are batteries represented in the game, and this marker is used when the battery is destroyed. We have also some map features that are explained here in the rules, like piers. As I stated before, batteries, and they're heavy batteries in gray, and the black ones are regular batteries. You see that there's going to be 4 reservoir hexes, landing boxes, objective spaces are those that show a red circle. So let's take a look at the rest of the components. Here we have a player aid card. The game brings one of these. The other one is found in the rule book. The player aid card is basically a terrain effects chart. You have here, for example, the types of terrain, combat defense modifier, movement point cost, and specific notes as to each one of them. We have batteries, heavy batteries, clear terrain, coastal spaces. The gin drinkers line, which is some sort of fortified line, or at least appears to be, headquarter spaces, fortress, landing boxes, major roads, minor paths, piers, reservoir, urban spaces, and objective spaces are those in red. So now let's take a look at the board. It's a mounted map board, and I'm going to pause the video to open it up. Here we see the map, and it measures 18 inches by 22. So it's smaller than your average wargaming map. And we have here that it has the victory point record track, which you see in the top edge, and it runs across and then down to 45. Okay, so we have that the map is roughly divided in two areas. You have mainland China here, and apparently the game starts with the British defending this line here called the Gin Drinkers Line. And of course they probably won't be able to hold it for long. And then the Japanese will be advancing south. And here you have Kowloon. These are urban spaces. I believe these are piers. This is an objective space there. And there's various objective spaces. There's another one here. Another one here. And then there's these spaces which are the landing boxes. So the Japanese will be doing amphibious assaults on any of these spaces here in the north of Hong Kong. There's some batteries that you see here around Victoria. And then on the other side of the island here, specifically in the Lie Moon Passage, you have another battery here. And after the Japanese have negotiated those coastal defenses, there's, for example, a reservoir here. There's another one on this side of the island. As to terrain, it's practically clear terrain. So I don't see any other type of terrain, like rough. There's no rough terrain or mountains that I see here. And then there's objectives here in Aberdeen and also Stanley. And there's a connection apparently here with two heavy batteries and another landing box here. So I guess the Japanese have various options as to how to attack Hong Kong. And that's basically the map. Let's take a look now at the counters. And the game includes two counter sheets. Let's take a look at them. This is the one for the British. I believe these are 5/8 of an inch, and they're very nice. And the thickness is substantial, so they're very nice counters. They are rounded. Here you see British forces, combat factor. Then these are forces from India. We have more British forces. These appear to be like, I don't know, machine gun crews. It's mostly from India, these. And then these in blue, these are the local Hong Kong forces. Then there's leaders. You got Patterson, Lawson, Wallace. Some control markers, victory point marker. This is destroyed battery marker. So the battery that is printed on the map is destroyed. You mark it with this. Then there is a fortification there. And the turn record track marker. On the back side, you can see the units with reduced values. So the reduced side is easily distinguishable from the full strength side. And these are replacement leaders. And these, I don't know if this means these are out of supply markers. I couldn't figure it out from my glancing the rule book. And the other counter sheet has the Japanese. And these units appear to be color-coded. I believe these are divisions. So you're going to have, when you activate this division, I guess you move these units here. So we're talking about 12 units. You got the green units here, also 12. Then you have these brown units, 12 more. And then there's these 4 purple units. We got the leaders, Doi, Tanaka, and Shohei, control marker, victory point markers, and fortifications. And on the back side, we see some beachhead markers. And we see the fortification also. And reduced side and replacement leaders for the Japanese. And this is, as I stated at the beginning, a card-driven game. And there's a lot of cards. There's 200 cards. Before that, there's these 2 six-sided dice. Now, at first glance, when I opened this game, I noticed there were these 2 huge piles of cards. There's 200 cards in total. And I took a look at these, and these are all in Chinese. And I said, uh-oh, I got the Chinese set of cards. I hope that that these are duplicates, and that's what these are. I mean, this is a whole deck. You have the British and Japanese cards here, but these are in Chinese. Of course, I will be playing with the English version, and here are all the cards, 100 cards in total. And these are in English. So you see here, British Army action card. You can activate units from various, the units specified there. So you have these different cards with which you can activate units. These are Japanese cards, Force March, Artillery Support, Engineer Support, Ambush. So there's a lot of cards. It's 100 cards. And I notice in the bottom, for example, this Artillery Support, and it has a 4/8. I don't know if what that means is that this is the 4th of 8 such cards, Artillery Support. That's what I understand. So it's a card-driven game, and it looks like the cards do one thing, not like other card-driven games where you can use the ops points. So here is the cards do one thing. I haven't read the rules, so I don't know what size of hand of cards each side has. So these are just the cards. These are the backs for the Japanese cards and the backs for the British. So I think in terms of physical components, the game is very nice. The cards are nicely done. The counters are rounded, very nice counters. So at least in the terms of production value, I like what I see. So I just have to read the rules and give it a try. So this is Glory Recalled, the attack on Hong Kong, 1941, designed by David Cheng. And this was a Kickstarter, which I just received the other day. And let's see if we take it for a spin. So for now, this is Stuka Joe signing off. Thanks for watching.